Hello, guys. Welcome to another. I don't know if we can call it an episode, but yeah, another one of In Skipper Shoes. I have with me the vice skipper, Robin Uthappa. Rob, so now tell me, what is the most important profession to you, being a father or being a cricketer?
Both are important in their own ways, but I think the more responsible one where I create a longer lasting impact would be as a father. So
True. So I see you're a totally different person now. Interestingly, we started in under 19. We were together. Today, as a kid, it's very different to see Robs like that. And we have something in common actually. Both, my wife and his wife are sort of professionally sportsmen. His wife is a tennis player, and my wife is a squash player. Like in Deepika's case, she speaks no cricket. No cricket. She has no clue. Yeah. How about Sheetal? Does she have? Do you all speak sport? Do you all speak a language that is very common to both of you all?
Well, we didn't initially, but she studied. She studied to become a mind coach and a life coach. So once she did that, and she had her perception of sport, she was able to interrelate both of them, and then we could find one little space to talk about sport in general, but not in detail as much. But we speak about it, but not too much. We speak about more the mental side of sport.
She doesn't know wickets and all that.
No. She enjoys the rules of the game, but not more than that. So it's more about staying in the moment, living moment to moment, really watching the ball, letting the body flow, all those kind of things. Those are the kind of things that we kind of talk about.
Do you all find a common place in terms of playing cricket or tennis? Does she play a bit of cricket or do you play a bit of tennis?
She plays no sport whatsoever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Sheets was someone who she played her first tournament when she was 9 years old in Chennai actually, and she won the tournament without dropping a single game.
Oh, wow.
So she only knows how to play only if she's competing. So if she's not competing, then she's not doing something. So if she's losing, then she doesn't like playing the sport.
She's a bad loser.
Yeah. So she gets into sport right now. She can't play for fun. She has to play only to compete. She won't even hit balls for fun.
So tell me this: if Neil had to take up a sport, would you encourage him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cricket?
Any
sport
is
good.
Sport is
so you're not you're easy. If you become a musician.
Yeah, fine.
Cool.
Magician, fine.
Magician. That's an interesting choice. So tell me this, Robs. Obviously, there's a massive role for you in the team as well as a vice keeper. So what do you feel about it?
Honestly, I love the job. I love the responsibility. I think it brings out a lot within me. I feel like I have so much more energy to give to the team, to add value, not just with batting, but also on the field, to make myself available to you whenever required. To share with the boys, to kind of maybe just lighten your burden on the field, because as much as you're at the best vantage point on the ground, I think communicating with the bowlers is something that is going to be hard for you. So for me to come in there and make it as easy as possible for you to take off a couple of things from you is something that I look forward to every game. And
I see massively that you're a lot about team now. It's not at all about your batting. You seem to do some special things on and off the field as a leader. Where did that come from? I've been with you for so long. You've been somebody who's been an outstanding player in terms of ball striking consistently over a period of time. I see your energy is shifted a lot in the direction of giving to others, giving to the foreign players, giving to a lot of the youngsters. How did that change come about?
That came about, I think, when I started working on my cricket. I learned and understood that only if I give will I get. Only if I empty myself will I be able to fill myself again. So I think that nature was always there, but there's a lot of things that I was going through in which I kind of got lost and wasn't really enjoying my cricket till a certain point. And then once I started addressing, just focusing on my cricket and improving as a cricketer, I was able to add value, and I was able to do that from, say, the Ranji Trophy stage. And for me, once I was able to do it there and saw that we were winning championships, I was like, this is the way to move forward for me personally.
Like in a lot of teams, a vice captain role is a little redundant in the way that they have a small role to play. But in this team, it's a massive role. That because you go speak to the seniors on the field, you're talking to the bowlers, you kind of set the fields a lot. So like what does that do to you? Like how do you kind of get into the game with do you get into the game literally like a captain, or do you like sit back and wait for things to happen and then you start thinking about what you need to do? How does that, like, where do you draw the lines there?
Well, for me, I don't like to interfere with the thought process of the bowlers. I allow you to set the field, and based on what field you've set, I ask the bowler what he wants to bowl, and allow him to feel that he's the one making the choice of what he wants to bowl, and I kind of back that choice that he makes, and I say to him, okay, this is what you want to bowl, this is what you feel he's gonna do, okay, go ahead, do it, but make sure your field is right and bowl with conviction. Each ball to bowl with conviction is what I kind of sound back to them, so that they feel more secure and sure about what they're going to execute at that point in time. For me to and the thing, I have to repeat that process with the bowler maybe 3 times in an over. Sometimes if it's a youngster, maybe 4 or 5 times in an over, so they feel more confident about their own ability, especially when and I think it's just about doing it, especially with the youngsters, to do it for a few games, then they feel that confidence, because the youngsters today have so much more exposure. For them, they do something a few times, they feel like they can do it all the time.
True. So tell me this, you said vantage point, so that is keeping. So you've been a keeper for this team for a long time now. So do you miss keeping? Do you enjoy fielding? Or do you, how has it been for you, the sort of small transition?
Funnily, I've absolutely loved fielding. It's been so much fun. I've been, like, when you're keeping, you're more focused. It's like, for me, I'm not captain and kept. So for me, it's just keeping, and I need to focus on the skill. Check the field once in a while. But besides that, I don't get to run around much. You're just running between the wickets, between overs. But here I'm able to run around, be so much more active, get involved so much more. I feel like I'm in the game every over. You obviously feel like that while keeping, but I don't think it's as physical as fielding. It is physical in its own way. I can't take that away. But it's fielding has also been so much more fun, and I do miss keeping, if I may say so. So I feel like I have the best of both worlds. If there's a requirement, I'll really enjoy that, and if not, I'm really enjoying this as well.
I see in terms of fitness, you're phenomenally transformed. Like I've seen you now. I mean, I've seen you before to right now. You're like extremely fit. So you think that is helping your fielding, because I see you moving around a lot. Do you think that's important? Like, is it fair to say that as a fielder you need to be more fit, or as a keeper you need to be less fit? Do you think there's a parallel there?
No, I think for both jobs you need to be extremely fit, because I think keeping involves a different kind of fitness, where you need to be agile, where you need to be able to, your reflexes need to be on whenever you need it. Here you can use your entire body while you're fielding. So 2 different aspects of fitness, but definitely fitness involved in both aspects.
True. All right, guys. On that note, you heard Robin Uthappa speak, the vice captain of KKR, and signing off, Dinesh, Karthik. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed this.